Hello everyone, thank you for coming. Dr. Baker, hello. In my audience today I have Kelsey, Paul, Daryl, and Tony, who will be recording me. When you look at a medical dictionary, you will see that the definition of an antibody is a specialized cell of the immune system. It can recognize organisms that invade the body. The role of antibodies is to attack what they identify as foreign in your body, whether it be bacteria or viruses that can lead to possible diseases. But what happens when your immune system attacks the healthy cells in your body by mistake? When this occurs, it is referred to as an autoimmune disease. Last year, I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease called Hashimoto thyroiditis. Today, I would like to educate you on all the symptoms of my disorder, as well as the diagnosis and treatments, and also share my personal experiences which led to my treatment. The name Hashimoto derives from the Japanese pathologist Hakuru Hashimoto, who first described the microscopic features of the disease in 1912. The word thyroiditis breaks down to mean the inflammation of the thyroid. Hashimoto disease is an autoimmune disorder in which antibodies attack the thyroid gland as if it were a foreign object in the body, thus leading to chronic inflammation. The thyroid gland is a butterfly-shaped endocrine gland that can be found in the front lower part of your neck. I printed out a picture of the thyroid for you guys to look at. Just notice how it's symmetric on both sides and resembles much like butterfly wings. The thyroid's job is to produce hormones to the rest of the body that help the body with energy levels, helps the body stay warm, and keeps the brain and muscles and other organs working. When the thyroid gland is attacked by the antibodies, the hormones decrease. Hashimoto can ultimately lead to a condition called hypothyroidism, which is the condition of an underactive thyroid. The exact cause of Hashimoto is not known, but there are many factors believed to play a role in this disease. These include genes. People who have Hashimoto often have family members with thyroid disease. Excessive iodine from certain drugs may trigger thyroid disease in susceptible people, and increased cases of thyroid disease have been related to radiation exposure. According to the American Thyroid Association, Hashimoto most commonly occurs in middle-aged women, but it also can be occurring in men and children. Symptoms of Hashimoto can be mild at first and could take years to notice. A well-known symptom of this disease is when the thyroid gland becomes enlarged. This is called a goiter, and it causes the front of your neck to look swollen. A large goiter may make swallowing difficult. If you think about what a healthy thyroid can do for the body, you can easily determine what the symptoms are if the thyroid hormone is decreased. A healthy thyroid produces high energy and metabolism levels and helps keep the body warm. So someone with symptoms of Hashimoto may have extreme fatigue, unexplained weight gain, and the inability to get warm. Some other symptoms of Hashimoto's may include paleness or puffiness of the face, muscle and joint pain, hair and brittle nails, irregular menstrual period, and difficulty getting pregnant. These symptoms are shared with other medical conditions, so it's always best to see a doctor for the proper diagnosis. If a doctor suspects Hashimoto disease after hearing your symptoms, they will send you to get blood work done. You will have blood drawn for a thyroid hormone test. If the level is low, it can mean your thyroid is underactive. You will also have blood drawn for an antibody test. The test may confirm the presence of antibodies that are posed against the thyroid. If there is a high amount of antibodies, your doctor may conclude the diagnosis of an autoimmune Hashimoto disease. For my personal diagnosis, I did have a history of hypothyroidism. I originally came into the doctor with the concern of extreme and unexplained fatigue. They sent me for blood work, and the results showed that my hormone level was normal, but my antibody level was very high. A normal antibody level is anywhere between 1 and 9. My antibody level was 406. I was then sent to get an ultrasound of my thyroid. Those results showed that my thyroid gland, which should look like a symmetric butterfly, was not symmetric on both sides. What you can understand from this is the antibodies were attacking my thyroid and physically breaking it down. I took my results to an endocrinologist who specializes in hormone glands, such as the thyroid, and she gave me an official diagnosis of Hashimoto and started me on treatment. Hashimoto is treated by observation and the use of medications. If your Hashimoto is causing a hormone deficiency, or if you have a high amount of antibodies with existing symptoms, you may need a thyroid hormone replacement. Your doctor will prescribe a daily dose of synthetic thyroid hormone called Synthroid, also generically prescribed as levothyroxine. It's an oral medication to be taken once a day, most likely for the rest of your life. This medication is meant to restore the correct hormone levels and reverse symptoms of hypothyroidism. You should be mindful while taking this medicine. It must be taken first thing in the morning when you wake up with a glass of water. You cannot have anything else to drink or eat for at least a half hour after taking your medicine. So, no coffee first thing in the morning, and you gotta wait for your breakfast. Any other vitamins or medication you are used to taking must come at least 4 hours after your first morning thyroid pill. With some discipline, this lifestyle becomes a habit, but it is challenging to get used to. There are some theories of diets for Hashimoto. A big one is the gluten-free diet. There is no scientific proof that the gluten-free diet improves Hashimoto disease. What I have found is that a low-carb diet can help with the loss of energy I experience due to this condition. This is another lifestyle discipline that I would like to make a consistent habit of in the future, because I notice that I am less sluggish if I do not consume a lot of carbs from foods such as bread and pasta. In closing, you have heard what Hashimoto disease is, where it got its name from, the symptoms, diagnosis, and treatments, and you even learned a little bit about me personally. Someone who has Hashimoto may not look like they have an autoimmune disease, and they may not even show no signs because they're not detected early. It may be hard to realize anything is wrong with common symptoms such as fatigue and weight gain because so many other health issues have these symptoms. I would like to leave you with this. If you ever feel something is off with your body, go to a doctor and get checked. Take me, for example. I walked into my doctor's office concerned about extreme fatigue, and now I am being treated for an autoimmune disease. My results may sound extreme, but I am glad that I found out early in life and can discipline myself with the right habits for a healthier future. I hope you all know a little bit more now than from when you came here today. Thank you for listening. Any questions?
Question.
Yeah.
How long have you had this thyroid disease?
I only found out last year. Well, I found out last year. I could have been born with the gene, but just never noticed symptoms until, I had symptoms in high school where I was tired, but I just kept putting it off, and then last year I was like, there's no way that I can be this tired, like there's something wrong. So like they just gave me like a bunch of tests, and my mom had hypothyroidism, so they asked me if I had any history, and with that and my antibody levels coming back so high, they were able to determine that.
So you were like always just tired, like every day?
Yeah. I mean, I just thought it was like teenage, whatever, growing up, just being tired, staying up late, getting up early, but it just didn't seem right. Like I could nap longer than my cat. So, yeah, I'm glad I figured it out though. Anything else? All right, thank you.